question 1 is about life cycle of the mosquito. And so far for PSLE, this question is very common. It has come out quite yearly. It's quite a yearly question. So be sure that you know the mosquitoes' life cycle and also how mosquitoes play a part in spreading diseases like dengue. Okay, so use a pencil. They make it very clear. So in case some of you think that, okay, is it that you cannot use pencil to write your answer for PSLE? It's not true, because you see this is last year's paper and they use the word pencil, okay? So you cannot use a pencil to write your answers on the answer blank, but you can use pencil to draw. And for PSLE, there's a lot of drawing question, right? Like the electrical system, you know, and sometimes even experimental setup. So you must bring your pencil, right? Okay, so they say using only words and arrows. So not ask you to draw a larvae, okay, or an egg. Okay, so only words and arrows. Okay, so we all know mosquito starts with an egg and then they will become a larva. It becomes a pupa and of course then an adult. So when I draw the arrow, okay, be sure to remember your arrowhead, because some children will forget to draw the arrowhead. You only draw the lines. So here goes, and this is 1 mark. Okay, all good? All right, let me go on to the next question here. All right, part B. Okay, we are going to first analyze and annotate, analyze and annotate, analyze and annotate. You will score. So the question says, state 1 characteristics of the adult mosquito that classifies it as an insect. So the word insect, very important. So what do you remember about insects? Yes, 632. I always tell children 632. So what's 632? Not math. 6 legs, 3 body parts, and 2 antenna, right? So what it will classify it as an insect, only 1 characteristic. So I'm going to say that the adult mosquito, and please children, don't write it. Do not write it. What is it? Okay. So in PSLE, writing it is a big no-no, because you know you do not, the examiners will not know what you're referring to. All right. Okay. And it also shows that it's a very lazy way to write your answers. Okay. So here, either you say 6 legs or 3 body parts. I think both are fine. Okay. Next one. John studied the effect of temperature on the life cycle of mosquitoes. Okay. So again, analyze and annotate. So the life cycle, the effect of temperature. Teacher Joe got distracted by this. Sorry. The life cycle. So here, annotate, right? So I know that likely the temperature is my change or measured variable. That's right. It's my changed variable. So I'm going to write change here, change variable. Okay. And my measured variable is actually in the question. So can you see this part here? So this part, entire part here is actually my measured variable. Okay. So I'm going to write here, this is my measured variable, right? Okay. All good. Okay. So explain how the global warming will affect the life cycle of the mosquitoes and the number of adult mosquitoes. Whoa, big question. Okay, never mind. Okay, analyze and annotate first. Explain global warming, how it affect the life cycle and the number of adult mosquitoes. Now, it is very important, children, that you go slow when you're reading the question. Never scan the question. Do not scan. Okay, the meaning of scan means that you read so fast, you forget what the question is asking you about. And this is a very, 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 very common mistake made by a lot of you. You really scan. If I don't read the question out to you, I think that many of you may not realize that this question has 2 parts. So this is part 1. You need to tell the examiner how it will affect the life cycle of the mosquito. And part 2, you need to tell the examiner how the number of adult mosquitoes number will be affected. Okay. And this is actually the cause, which is global warming. Okay, so let's recall about global warming. So what's global warming? Now we all know that global warming is caused by an increase in, that's right, the Earth's temperature, right? So this is already part C, and the question is your best friend, right? So that means you can get the evidence from the question. So from the question, right, you can see that they talk about the temperature right here. It tells you about the temperature. So the temperature has an impact on global warming, okay? So first, I will write down, okay, global warming, right? So how will it affect? So I can see that when the temperature is very high, okay, from the graph above, when the temperature is very high, okay, let's go up first, okay, oops. So you can see that when the for the graph, right, children, can you see that when the temperature is very high, okay, let me erase I hope you have taken down notes, okay, here, when the temperature is very high, can you see that the number of days to complete the life cycle is also very high? Am I correct? Yeah, very good. So we are very alert. Yeah, teacher Joe actually analyzed wrongly. So analyzing the diagram well, right, is an important skill. Yes, the temperature is actually this way, okay, increasing this way. So you realize that when the temperature is very high, what do you notice? Yes, the number of days to complete the life cycle actually decreases. Okay, so this is also to test you on your graph reading skill. Okay, so I hope you have already taken down the notes. Okay, let me write down the answer. So I have to explain how it affects, right? So I will say that, okay, as or when, okay, this is both are good terms. The temperature increases, right? What happens to the life cycle, children? What happens to the life cycle? That's right. The number of days to complete. Okay, I'm going to use the question words, all right? The question is my best friend. To complete one life cycle is decreases, right? Decreases. I can see this. Now, I've already answered, children, the first one. Okay, I've already answered the first one. Now, they ask you how you have to explain, right? Okay, so you go on and you talk about the number of adult mosquito. So there will be more young, okay, developing into more adult mosquitoes. And that is my number 2. Ta-da! And there you go. Okay, you get 1 mark for this, right? So I think that most of you should be able to do this. Not difficult. So the first part, right, is actually like a relationship question, right? You're comparing between the temperature and the number of days, which is provided by the graph. But the second part, right, you need to infer a little bit. Oh, so there will be actually more young, all right, developing into more adult mosquitoes because the life cycle now has decreased, right? So the young develops into adult faster.